Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. And the Chicago Bears taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Green Bay Packers taking on another team from the NFC and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And this is the moment the Bears organization dreamt of when they traded up to select Fields in the 2021 draft. One of the league's oldest teams, this franchise has just one Super Bowl championship on its ledger. Led by the electric Fields, they're on the verge of another.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Toss left to Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
There's another example when defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
But we all know this past offseason that Aaron Rodgers had options, and there's a possibility he might leave Green Bay. But he chose to return to the only franchise he's known, and for the 2nd time, has them playing in the Super Bowl.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll drop to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Rip. Now the ball comes loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Fields. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will make it 6-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back, a fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up, it's through, it extends their first quarter lead to 13-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. Plenty of scoring here already. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Being chased out left. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now a 2nd down and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 13-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fields on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Jones will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Dillon is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now Crosby for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Five yards remain on second down. Here's Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 44, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the delay, Jones. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Fields. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off play action, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This for the lead in the final stages. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 56 yards. And the Packers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, they have done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. But this is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now Fields and the Bears down 21-13, a minute 47 on the clock. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. Here's Fields. St. Brown on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Fields. High throw, but the catch is made. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. All eyes on Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge? Now Fields. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.